friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. We're doing another 3 Looks 1 palette video today. This was another one that was highly requested a couple weeks back when I asked on Instagram and YouTube community tab which palettes you wanted me to do one with. I gave a list. This one was highly requested. This is the Juvias Place Nubian 2. It looks like this. This was actually a gift from one of you guys. I got it a few months ago and I just haven't had a chance to bust into it. So this video was partially a first impression, partially a 3 Looks 1 palette. It has 4 mattes, the rest are shimmers, and just to preface, I struggled a little bit creating these looks for you. I don't know what it was, it's just something about it was not working. I will talk more about that throughout the video and then we will chat more about it at the very end. But of course, I created 3 looks. Let's just get into it and we'll chat some more. Hello, good morning. We're gonna create like number 1 before I go to work today. Priming my eye with my Smashbox lid primer in lights as usual. I don't really know what kind of look I want to do today. This palette is kind of a first impression for me, like for this video, because I haven't gotten a chance to use it yet, so it's kind of a first impressions. And there are only 4 mattes in here and they're all quite deep, which for a lot of people that's great, but for me it's very daunting because I don't really have light shades to blend anything out. But I think I'm just gonna lightly go in with this as kind of my transition shade and just not dip in very heavily. And I feel like maybe I want to deepen up the crease with the purple. Can't decide if I want to do like a halo eye or if I just want to do like a shimmer lid. I have not gotten that far, but I think that's what I want to do with the crease work. So we're gonna dip into Madagascar, that brown shade, very lightly with my Morphe E13. And I'm just going to very lightly sweep this through my crease just to act as kind of that transition to help my shades blend out, just because, again, like all these shades are so dark and this one's my best hope. And I definitely don't want to blend out that purple with the orange just because orange and purple are both secondary colors, so if you're not careful they can muddy out. And orange is also just not my favorite to work with. If you are new here, now you know. I think maybe I do just want like an elongated shimmer lid where it like kind of lightens as we get closer to the inner corner. So now I'm going to pick up that purple I showed you, Jezebel, on my very hairy brush. This is a Morphe M506. I'm going to be focusing this on the outer corner mostly, but I will carry it through the rest of the crease as we get closer. Although that is a lot like brighter and lighter than I thought it was going to be. In the pan it looks like a really dark purple. I haven't even swatched this palette yet just because swatching isn't my favorite thing to do. I don't love getting my hands dirty with makeup. Yeah, this is a lot lighter than I thought. This kind of changes things. I might even deepen it up with that darker brown shade. Well, I'm going to kind of carry the leftover that's on my brush through the front of the crease since the shade is not nearly as dark as I thought it would be. Actually, like a beautiful purple. Alright, going to take that first brush with just a little bit more Madagascar, not a lot, just to help begin to buff and blend this out. I haven't played with Juvias Place eyeshadows in such a long time. They used to be like one of my #1 favorites. I feel like I still like Juvias Place a lot, but I don't know if I'd consider them one of my favorites anymore. I don't know. And a lot of their recent releases just haven't appealed to me. Like the coral palette was kind of cute, but I didn't need it. I felt like I was only really drawn to a couple specific shades in that palette. And then they came out with that rainbowy one, which just did not appeal to me at all. It just like did not seem very unique and creative. It just seemed like they threw a bunch of random colors together. And then there was one that was more fall Halloween tone, and that one was beautiful. That one I feel like I would have gotten nice use out of, but at this point I don't need it since it's been out for a long time. I definitely do not need to add it to my collection, but I probably would have enjoyed that one. I don't know, lately they just haven't been doing it for me. And then they came out with these 4 6-pan monochromatic palettes, 2 brown-based ones and then a pink one and a purple one. They are all really cute, but I just knew I did not need more monochromatic palettes in my life. So I decided to skip on those, especially because I do already have a 6-pan monochromatic palette from Menagerie, and I don't know, just didn't feel like I needed it. Now I'm just going to take this little pencil brush and I'm going to take Kenya, which is kind of, well, it looks like a darker brown color, more cool toned, but we'll see what it looks like on the eyes because so far I've been bamboozled. I mostly want to focus this in the outer corner. I don't really want to carry this much through the crease. I feel like the last Juvias Place thing that excited me was the Fumi collab. I really, really love that palette. And before that it was Tribe, and before that I can't remember because then it's been a long time. But we'll see. Maybe they'll come out with something really cool and eye-catching for me this year. I love their concealer launch. That concealer is amazing, one of my favorites. And I love their Clio Loose Highlight. That one's absolutely beautiful. Taking the brush I used with the purple, no additional product though. Just holding the end of my brush and buffing lightly just to get that product blended out better. And now that very first brush with, again, no additional product, just using what's kind of left on my brush to help buff and blend. This is looking really, really pretty, I think. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of patchiness in this area where the darker shades are. So I'm just gonna try to buff this out, but we'll see. I do remember with Juvia's Place, there's a purple in the Zulu palette that it's like one of like the scariest purples you can possibly work with. It's patchy and kind of hard to blend, but for the most part, everything's okay with this. It's just a little bit. All right, so for my shimmer, I think I want to take Layla towards out here, blend it a little bit into this blue, and then the sun I want just kind of like in the inner, like just barely extending in past the inner corner, if that makes sense. But mostly blue and purple. I'm gonna take this random packing brush and my glitter primer. NYX glitter primer as usual, just popping a little dot on my brush, and I'm just going to pop that across my lid. I'm not really going for a cut crease today, I just want the shimmers across my lid. Dipping into Layla first, that pretty purple shimmer, and that is just going to get stamped out here in the outer area. And now I'm going to dip into Cleopatra with just the opposite side of that brush. And this is going to take over, I feel like, the majority of what I have going on. I'm just going to stop it when there's just a teeny bit left over on the lid. And I'm going to flip back and forth just to get that blue and purple meshing together nicely. And now I'm going to take Zuri, that lightest shade. I know I'm not picking up the palette, but I'm holding a different palette for a mirror. I tried to show you the shades beforehand. I'm just kind of smushing that shade into the blue, and now I'm going to pick up the brush with the blue, no additional product, just to make sure it's smudging nicely. I like the way that's looking. I'm going to take the brush I used with the purple matte, the second shade. No additional product, just to help make sure that the edge is blended nicely. I think this is looking pretty lovely. I really like that. Very jewel toned, it's cute. I feel like I need just a little bit more of that purple shimmer kind of mushing into the blue. There we go. Now it's looking cute. Just kind of got to play with it. Juvia's Place's shimmers used to be my #1 favorite of all time. Still like them, but I don't think I'd consider them my favorite. I don't know what my favorite is. I really like Give Me Glow. They might be my favorite. I'm going to take that pencil brush with that shimmery purple. Just pop some of that right down here because I love some shimmer on my lower lash line. And really that's about it for this eye look. I think it's pretty. I like it. I probably am going to put a blue eye pencil in my waterline, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm just going to finish up, repeat it on the other eye, put on the rest of my makeup details, and we'll chat some more. All right, this is look #1. I think it's cute. It's sultry, jewel toned, lovely. I think it's awesome. By the way, my plugs are from Love Kills Boutique. I know someone's going to ask. I have 2 different ones in. Who was going to tell me? Let me fix that. How was I really sitting there with 2 different kinds of plugs in? Okay. Love Kills Boutique. Either way. My eye pencil is the NYX Faux Blacks in the shade Midnight. My lashes are still Mega Babe from Bold Face Makeup. And on my lips, I went with Fawn from Melt Cosmetics. I think it's cute. Nice little cool tone moment. I'm excited for look #2. I'm thinking I want to do some kind of like Slytherin vibes with like this guy and that guy, you know? I don't know. We'll see. And I don't know what I'm going to do for look #3. But anyways, let's just move on to the rest of the video. Hello, look #2. I don't think I'm going to do that Slytherin-y look until tomorrow. Feeling something a little different today, but I'm not sure what that is. I do think I'm going to be smoking out Madagascar and Kenya through the crease, just like a very brown smoky crease. And then I think I want to play with some of these golds. Like this Ya shade actually looks really pretty in person. There's like different flecks in it. Let's see. Maybe it's not as pretty as I thought it was. It just looks like a bronzy orangey color. This palette's like tricking me. I think it'll look different than it actually does. I'm not quite sure. Maybe we'll play with some blue and gold. Maybe just some gold. I'm not positive yet. But I am positive that I'm going to prep my eye with my Smashbox Lid Primer in light, as usual. All right, gonna start with Madagascar, the lighter brown, with that same brush I used in look number 1, the E13. And we're just gonna swirl that through the crease, as usual. Ooh, my bangs are getting long. It's driving me nuts. I already worked today. Had my monthly, month-and-a-halfly massage. I have to see a chiropractic massage therapist just because my back is always against me. And going to the gym soon. Zane didn't feel like waking up early for the gym today, so we're going when he gets off work today. Man, can I tell you how sore my biceps are? I like can't even fully extend my arms because they're so tight and sore. Goodness gracious. I've never been so excited to have leg day in my life. Like, I could never do arms today. It would just not happen. I hate leg day. It's my least favorite ever. It just takes way too much of my energy. I want to take this little brush now, the e.l.f. Tapered Blending Brush, and I'm going to take that Kenya shade, that darker brown color. And I want to tuck that all the way from inner to outer corner. Just working it through the crease. I want this lower lash line to be pretty smoky, so I'm okay with taking this a little bit farther down. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of Madagascar and just go ahead and help fluff and blend until I like the way my crease looks. But it's not going to be anything revolutionary, just brown and smoky. I am actually going to take the pencil brush I used with Kenya in look number 1 and just really get that smudged close to my lower lashes because I feel like I'm losing that darkness. These shades are wanting to fade on me and not keep their intensity as much. I'm just going in very lightly with a light hand to blend these out because I'm trying to keep that intensity, but I also want to make sure it's got some blend to it, you know? Definitely getting some patchiness in my crease. I don't know what it is. I'm having a really hard time getting this darker brown shade to just lay seamlessly. I don't get it. This might be a look that I throw glitter in my outer corner or something just to kind of hide this. Because I actually wanted to try filming a little IGTV video today, which I've never done before. I used to do Instagram videos way back before I started my channel, but I don't know. I don't have those videos up anymore. I deleted a lot of my older posts just to kind of start fresh at one point in my Instagram. But needless to say, I have not really done IGTV yet, and I kind of want to. Just a way to kind of throw in some little videos that maybe I don't want to make a whole YouTube video with, but I still want to kind of play with. I don't know. Just another way to be creative. I feel like I'm definitely going to be throwing glitter in my outer corner just to kind of hide and salvage this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like literally so like patchy and choppy right there. I do not understand what I've been doing wrong. I know how to blend eyeshadow. I will not be using that shade in look number 3, I will tell you that much, and we will see if my look turns out better tomorrow. Let's go ahead and just do some half-cut creasy stuff. Why not? I'm going to take my NYX Glitter Primer and this flat brush from Spectrum, the A16. Just going to... My cat just ran out of the room. Dab some of that on here, and then take this right above my natural crease. So that's how I prefer it on my eye shape. And I'm just going to stop it right where those shades are deepening out here in the outer corner. And I'm going to start with Nefertiti, and I think I'm going to fade it down, I guess, into Zuri. I think so. Let's just try. Why not? Just dipping in with that exact same brush. And I'm going to cut that pretty darn close to my lid. I thought about doing the lightest shade on top, but I feel like I do that a lot. I almost kind of want the effect of like the lighter at the bottom. I don't know why. Just something different. Actually, this half cut crease might kind of cover up my mistake a little bit. Not even my mistake. I'm not blaming myself this time. And now that it looks kind of like that, I like kind of a little bit of a diagonal where it's like a little thicker here and then it's like thinner up there. I'm gonna flip the brush over and take Zuri, that whiter shade, and just place that underneath. I just want it to be a nice gradient from the gold into the white, into the outer corner. I'm asking a lot here. Going to take that pencil brush that I had, that darkest shade, no additional product, just to kind of smudge so that it can fade from shimmer into matte. I don't really want to put a bunch of glitter in my outer corner if I don't have to, but I absolutely will if I can't make this look cute. I'm going to try to pat the outer corner with my beauty sponge just to help that mesh into my skin nicer. I feel like this looks not good, guys. I'm just saying. I'm going to take Nairobi. It's the bottom gold that I haven't used yet. Just taking a pencil brush, I just want to pop some of that gold. Actually, I kind of want to just pop that in my inner corner. Maybe I will not be filming an IGT video unless I can make this look cute. Not feeling very confident right now. I'm also just going to take that Zuri shade and just pop that in the immediate inner corner just to lighten that gold up a little bit, make it pop more. I feel like, I know this is an older palette, so maybe the quality of Juvia's Place wasn't quite as good back then, but this outer corner action just looks really, really bad. I need to find some glitter or something to kind of cover it. I think I'm going to try this one from Sydney Grace. It's called Dragon Tears, and I don't think I've worn this one yet. Nope, I have not, because it's still in its package. I'm just going to take this random brush I have sitting right here from Vintage Cosmetic Company, I think is what it's called, something like that. Yeah. Just taking a little bit of NYX glitter primer. I'm actually going to tap some on my hand because I think I have too much. I'm just going to focus this in the outer corner of my eye. I have a feeling this look is going to be a flop. I'm really trying, guys. Like, I was in a good mood. I was ready to film another video after this, but I just do not know anymore. I'm gonna kind of use the side of my brush to really like definitively make almost a wing kind of shape, as much as you can with glitter, you know? Gonna pick up that leftover glitter primer on my hand because I need a little bit more. I feel like this glitter might be helping, but I can't tell. I just feel like this is not good. I truly cannot tell if that made it better or worse. I think I hate this. Oh, I think I hate this so much. Oof. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna repeat it on the other eye, see what it looks like with lashes and stuff like that, but I'm not happy about this look. But at the same time, I'm not redoing it because truly the only other look I'm really inspired to do with this palette is that more Slytherin-esque look, and I'm really nervous too because the only dark matte is this one that's been giving me trouble. So we will see. I'll be back. All right, here's the end of the look. I ended up going with my baked eye pencil from Melt, and my lashes are still Bold Face Makeup Mega Babes, and on my lips I went with the Lip Tonic from Kaleidos in the shade Ambition. Now that the whole look's complete and my lashes are on and stuff, I feel like it kind of works. It's still not my favorite look. I'm not totally happy with this. I'm happy that I don't have to wear this all day. Like, I can honestly go take it off right now because I have nothing else really to do other than the gym, and I wasn't gonna wear makeup to the gym anyway. But yeah, this is not my favorite look. I know it's probably disappointing for me to not have like a killer look for you guys in a 3 looks video, but that's just how it is sometimes. Sometimes a palette is just kicking my butt. And so far this one is, but maybe look number 3 will be awesome. I liked look number 1. It was fine, but we'll see about look number 3. Let's move on. All right, hello. I'm ready to attack look number 3. Got clean hair, exfoliated skin, I'm pumped. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna prime my eye with my Smashbox lid primer in light, as always. All right, so we are again gonna start with Madagascar as kind of my lighter crease shade. I'm gonna use this fluffy brush from Lab Squared. Don't know this brand. It must have just come in a subscription box. And I'm just going to run this through my crease. I think perhaps I might wash my makeup brushes after this video, just so I don't have to keep using these random brushes. I think I want to do a halo eye. That's what I'm thinking. Very smoky inner and outer corner. Let's give it a shot. I don't really have anything to do today. It's my off day. So we have room for error. But you better believe that if I have room for error, you will see the error in this video. As like I said in look number 2, I'm just really not that inspired by this palette. I think it's just the lack of mattes. There's only 4, and they're colors that, I don't know, that I don't really want to use with the shimmers. That's why I keep reaching for this Madagascar shade, because at least it's more neutral. I can kind of go with everything. And I like that dark shade in theory, but it just does not perform well. So there's that. I'm gonna cheat in this video a little bit and pull in the black from my Colourpop Smoke Show Palette. I'm cheating, I know, but it's okay. I'm just gonna take this tiny little brush from Morphe. It's the E36. So I really don't want too much of this pigment down. I'm gonna use that to deepen the outer and inner corner. It feels so weird to be doing this because I never cheat in my 3 Looks 1 palettes. I always stick to the palette. But I just can't anymore. I can't do it. It's not happening. I'm also going to tuck that against the lower lash line. I'm dragging this all the way across just because for me, when I do a halo eye, I really like a blown out, fully smoked out lower lash line to complement it rather than keeping the middle empty. I don't know why. I'm going to take this little tapered blending brush from e.l.f., no product on it, and I'm just going to lightly, holding the end of my brush, little pressure, just start blending and smudging this shadow. And I will carry the kind of the leftover through the crease. I just didn't want that full impact of pigment through the crease. I am just going to wipe my brush off periodically on the towel that's next to me so it stays as clean as possible, because we all know how black shadow can be. This isn't my #1 favorite black shadow in the world. My favorite one is from the Creepy Cute palette, the shade Void. But this one's nice, and it's the mirror I've been holding, so it just works. How's your day going? Today is going pretty well. Like I said, it's my off day. Went to the gym this morning with Mackenzie. She's actually going to come over later to play some Mansions of Madness again with us. Can't get enough of it. I think we're going to have taco night, so I'm ready. See, that's what it looks like. Like, that's what it's supposed to look like. The other shadow just wasn't doing that. The other one was just getting so patchy and weird. It was driving me absolutely bonkers. I'm just going to repack this black on my lower lash line. I think my only other plans today are, well, I'm doing laundry. Now I want to wash my makeup brushes. That's a plan. Film this video. I did practice filming an IGTV video yesterday. It wasn't one that I planned on posting, and it was honestly like really short. Like, I don't think I would have been allowed to post it. It was only 30 seconds. I think they have to be at least a minute. But it went well. And I know what I want to do next time. I know how I'm going to actually film my first real one. Don't know how often I'm going to post to IGTV, but I'm excited and pumped. And I hope you guys are too. Follow me. It's beautbean. My Instagram grew so much last year. Like, I'm not like Insta famous or anything. But I went from like, actually I think I grew kind of at the same rate as my YouTube, because I think both started at like 2,000 and now I'm at 11,000 on both. So they're growing like together, which is actually really cool. We're getting somewhere. I just took using a different shadow. So my plan for this Slytherin-y look is to have Egypt mostly on the inner and outer portion of my eye, kind of a little bit covering the black, but mostly just the inner and outer portion of my lid area. I want Sheba in the middle. But I'm also going to use a loose product to add a little bit of extra sparkle to it. So we're going to do that. I need my NYX glitter primer. Taking this flat brush from Alamar Cosmetics, I'm going to put a little dab of the NYX glitter primer right there. And I'm just going to pop that across the lid. And really, I'm going to cut this in a rounded shape following the shape of my eyeball in my crease, all the way from inner to outer. You can kind of see that shape that I made. I'm going to dip into Sheba first, that more gray taupey one. I'm going to start right in the middle and literally just like drag like I was just doing with the glitter primer, just to keep it as precise as possible. And really I'm only going to keep this like right at the tippy top, because again, I'm going to use a different thing as I get closer down. Cool. Gonna flip that brush over and take Egypt, that green. I'm just gonna kind of follow that cut a little bit and just really pop that up against my inner and outer corner. And I'm cool if it covers that black up a little bit like that was on the lid, because I mostly just wanted to use that black to add depth in the creases. This green is a really pretty shaded green. This shimmer is making me happy. The other shimmers I've used so far in this video weren't making me as happy. I'm actually going to mix Sheba and Zuri, that more light one, just because I feel like it's not quite light enough in the center. I'm just going to kind of go back and forth with both sides of my brush until I'm content. Just going to take that Sheba Zuri combination again, just so there's a little bit of base in the middle. This is making my grungy dreams happy again. So good. I'm going to take Egypt, just a little bit of it on that pencil brush I was using with the black. I do just want to pop it kind of on top of the black, just a little bit, just to add that kind of green hue. And now for my inner corner, I'm going to take Zuri, the one I've been dipping into. I know I'm not picking up the palette, but really I'm just using the same shades for this whole video because only half of them are working in my favor. All right, for the lid shade, I need a little brush. Let me find one. I'm just gonna use this random dual-ended Urban Decay brush from one of those LTD palettes from a million years ago, and I'm gonna use my Blush Tribe's, it's like Titanium Flakes or something like that. This is in the shade Snow. I wanna get more use out of these, so I figured I would use them today. Gonna pop a little glitter primer on the more chunky side of the brush, not the fluffy side. And I just want this directly in the center, but more so in the middle. Like I don't want it all the way up against the crease because I don't want this to transfer into my crease. And just precisely popping some of that right in the center. Look how bright and liquefied that made that look. The flakes are so cool. They're so different than glitter. It's hard to explain until you've used them. I really want to try more flakes in my time, like from Beauty Bar Baby. I want to try some of their products. I meant to put them in my brands I want to try in 2020 video, but I just totally forgot to include them. Ooh, I'm happy about that. Do I want some of this in my inner corner? Yeah, just a little bit. Guys, I feel happy again. Yesterday's look made me so sad. I was editing that part of the video this morning, and I was sad rewatching it. That's okay. I bet some of you might even like that look, because I feel like that happens. I'll dislike a look and then you guys really like it, so we'll see, but I'm really feeling this one. It's grungy, dark, I like that greenish going on. I think it's quite cool. I'm gonna repeat this on the other eye, throw on lashes, lips, all that good stuff, and we will chat some more. All right, this is look number 3. I think it looks really cute. I feel good about this one. I know I cheated by using a different shade, but you know what? It just goes to show sometimes you can't and don't need to create a complete look with one palette. I used 2 palettes and some flakes, and I'm way happier than I would have been if I would have just stuck to the one palette. So yeah, I love this look. I think it's adorable. My eye pencil is Golden Olive from NYX. My lashes are still Mega Babe from Bold Face Makeup, and on my lips I have another lip tonic from Kaleidos called Immersion. I think it's very cute. And yeah. That's the end of look number 3. Let's get into the end of this video so I can roast this palette a little bit. All right, that is it. The looks are done. Which look was your favorite? I gotta give it to this one. The Slytherin vibes one is my favorite. I am in House Slytherin, representing my roots. Oh man. But yeah, let me know which look was your favorite. Did you hate look number 2 as much as I did? Looking back at look number 2, I don't hate it as much as I did in the moment, but I still am not proud of that look. Anyways, let's talk about the Nubian 2. Something about this palette is just, it doesn't feel like the same Juvia's Place quality. And again, I know this is an older palette, so maybe that's why. Maybe they've just upgraded their formula since then, because I don't think I really used any of their older ones. But you'll have to let me know, do you guys have this palette? Do you struggle with this palette, specifically this shade? Something about these shimmers don't seem as special as a lot of the Juvia's Place shimmers that I've used. Again, like I said before, Juvia's Place doesn't have my #1 favorite shimmer formula anymore, but I remember them being a bit more special. This shimmery green is really pretty, but everything else was just kind of mediocre, to say the least. I feel bad kind of roasting this palette because I know it was a gift, but at the same time, I can't love everything. I'm still very appreciative that I got gifted this from one of you. I'm happy that I got to have this experience and share these looks with you and just share my thoughts on the palette, but this one just was not my favorite to work with, I'll be honest with you. I really don't like the Afrique from Juvia's Place, and I might like this one a little bit less. I really think it's the variety of colors as well. Like the mattes, just, I don't know. I feel like if this matte would have worked, my whole perception of this palette would have been different. But because the one matte that I probably would have utilized a lot isn't working for me, that changes a lot of things. I don't know. I don't really have anything else left to say. I don't hate this palette, but I definitely didn't have the best time with it either. Again, I love this look, but I pulled in other things to make me love this look, if that makes sense. But I would love to hear your thoughts. I think the next 3 Looks 1 palette is going to be with the Alter Ego Daydream. nice, cute, neutral palette will create some pretty looks. I guess that's about it though. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me a fruit emoji. I don't care which one it is. Just leave me a fruit. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's beautbean. Follow me there. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.